this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own DIY watercolors. So the very first thing you'll need is a big bowl to mix everything in. And the very first ingredient you need is 1 cup of baking soda. Just make sure there are hardly any lumps in there. Then second, you'll need 3/4 cup of vinegar. Make sure you pour this in slowly because it will fizz and foam up. And I'm using a 1/4 cup. And I'm using that 3 times just so the mixture doesn't get too crazy and foam up on me. So the more vinegar that you add to the mixture, you'll begin to see that the mixture turns into a liquid consistency. So at this point, just stir the mixture as much as you can so there's no lumps, and make sure it's all smooth before you get to the next step. My hands are obviously sped up, but this step will take you probably about 2 minutes just to make sure everything is smooth. Next, you want to add 2 tablespoons of corn syrup to the mixture just so your watercolors are nice and shiny. This is when the mixture can get kind of crazy. So you want to add 1 cup of cornstarch to the whole mixture, and you'll begin to notice that it's very hard to mix. I kind of freaked out a little bit, but I stuck with mixing it all, and it's kind of hard to explain what it feels like. It feels like a solid at one point, and then you mix it and it feels like a liquid. I'm sure a lot of you have done this in a science experiment, but it's kind of like that. It's very weird. So just stick with it and keep on mixing it, and if you feel like the mixture is very hard to mix, then you can add more vinegar, or you can add a splash of water, and later in the video I will tell you how that changes how you use the watercolors. But for now, just keep on mixing until it's very smooth. Next, I went to the dollar store and got myself an ice cube tray for $1, and it came in a pack of 3, so it was very cheap. Then I just put the mixture into the individual ice cube parts of the tray and just filled it to the top. And you know, you have to get messy. That's just inevitable, you know. Just get messy with it. So I took some food coloring, and I could make the watercolors any color I want. That's the power of this DIY. So just make any colors you want. So if you feel like some of your watercolors are just a little bit watery, you can add more cornstarch to it and then mix that up with it. And then here I added a lot of food coloring, so that really watered it down, and I added more cornstarch again. And keep in mind, if you do add more cornstarch to a watercolor, it will lighten the color. So now that I finished making all my watercolors, I had to clean up the tray because I made a big mess. So keep in mind, if you're storing your watercolors, just take a piece of plastic wrap or foil and then put that over the top of it. It's really that simple, or you can figure out if you want to cover it with anything else to keep it safe. So earlier in the video I told you if you added water to the mixture it would change it a little bit. So I found out that I add a little water, and when I use the watercolors, then I don't really need any water when I use them. So that's a nice little bonus that I found out. These are awesome watercolors, and they're really pigmented, and I'm so pleased with them. So thumbs up this video if you want me to make a tutorial using these. Like any kind of art project, I will draw anything, paint anything, whatever. Just put what you want in the comments and I'll figure something out if you guys want that. So of course, check out more of my DIY videos. I have a lot for you to choose from. You can click on the left hand rectangle for my latest video or the right hand part for a random DIY. So click on that for sure to see what it is. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching and have fun!